folks, one of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to Lubbock, Texas, and the home field of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on last year's national champions, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. And the Horned Frogs will kick this away to start us off. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Here's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be in that postseason at the end of the year.
They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Play action fake, looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down to the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a 1st down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Dropping back. It's Jennings. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught by the receiver. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
But these guys clearly weren't even thinking about a field goal in this one. They know that field goals won't win a game like this anyway, so be aggressive. And
he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and they're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Back's got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce out to the outside. There's just no room to run.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. He's running out of time here. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's in the clear. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. And he's going to heave it deep right down the middle. He makes the grab at the 30 and still going. Touchdown, Texas Christian. There was no catching him that time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the point after is good. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Looking for his big tight end. He's got a man down the middle. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills in summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And that one produces a decent gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They'll play more than enough for a first down. Sets him up at the 24.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. He sells it looking downfield, knowing he wants to hit his running back on the angle route. Effective play to move these chains.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big.
Bites into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Tech. They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And one final play before the end of the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into open space. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. We've had a good early quarterback duel so far, Kirk. Let's check out the stats. They've flipped into the field. We're ready now for the second period. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking for some space. It's Peoples. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football. An early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
Breaks a tackle on the play, makes a decent gain.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Third down upcoming after that completion. And they pick up the first on the ground. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's got room to run. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
They're going to go with the Wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
sixth play of the drive coming up. To throw, it's Lagway. Bringing pressure. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
1st and 10 now for the offense. With the catch, it's Hudson. Finds room at the 30. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Red Raiders. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Let's see what the call is. Timeout call by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Grab down the middle, it's James. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Hot over the middle. It's Peoples. And the Horned Frogs keep the football on the move.
Good job here, the quarterback. His primary receiver did not look open. Instead of forcing the ball, he finds the running back as a check down and picks up a 1st down.
And the Horned Frogs will line up on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Just flings it out of bounds and the pass rush closing in. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So 2nd down after the incompletion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds the man open on the right side downfield. Tackle's made quickly, but that's a big gain. Ball moves to the 35-yard line.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line. 7th play of the drive coming up. Takes off in a bootleg. Looking to scramble. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. That's a dangerous throw. It falls incomplete. This defense almost had a second interception today.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his second interception in the first half alone.
Looking to throw yet again. He lets it rip. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Defense is coming after him. Grab down the middle. It's James. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a 1st down at the 17.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver is past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that 1st down.
And the Horned Frogs are in the red zone. Trying to run, it's Peoples. Headed to the end zone. He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
1st and goal, a good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
The extra point is good. We're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. To the air, it's Jennings. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. Now, that's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
1st down and 10 now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it with room to run. What a move into open space. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The offense trying to cap a really impressive first half, trying to punch it in here and build on this. Touchdown, Texas Tech. They cap the drive with 6 points.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. So The offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Drive now from the 25. Using his legs, it's Payne. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
To throw, it's Lagway. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Zips it down the middle. And that one's picked off. What a play. Now he's bringing it back. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the first half of play. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Red Raiders will kick this deep to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. TCU offense is back out on the field. They need to get things going here in the 3rd quarter, already trailing by a couple of possessions. First play of the second half is a handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Running back has it on a screen now. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Deflected, and the defense forcing the incompletion, brings up fourth down.
Well, the defense was all over the field in the first half, and as we see here, more of the same to start this third quarter. Big question to me is, now you got a fourth down. You look at that scoreboard, you almost start to wonder, should I go for this?
And he takes it at the 40. And the returner is brought down. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Pass to the flat to a receiver. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Lets it go quickly. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32. And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Gets the first and still running. They bring him down to the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Out of the shotgun, you'll hand it off. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Caught in the backfield. It's Hudson. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And momentum really building now. This one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. And you got to fight for 60 minutes.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
TCU 14.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Offense takes the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Payne. Passes the 40. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. And that'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Texas Tech.
One play moves the ball to the 48. Another first down coming up. Press coverage now from the secondary. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Has the first down, is still going. Breaks into the clear. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, TCU.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if his defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And they tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
21.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Over the middle, it's Joyner. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. First down here for this offense. Caught in the flat by the running back. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw. It's Jennings. Short throw to the back, an easy completion.
Now there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he could get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. It's an out route, the catch made, and the gain just good enough for a first down.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
Short pass finds the tight end, and he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And he'll go down after a nice pickup on the play. That'll be a first down. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of...
Touchdown, Texas Tech. This offense really clicking.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in him.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Play of the drive now from the 25. Dropping back, it's Hoover. A short completion to the tight end. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Second down after that short completion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's James. They finally make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play to wrap up this third quarter. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They open the fourth by going to the air. Pass not complete, but there was a lot of contact there, and here comes a late flag. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So the offense comes up now in first down thanks to that costly penalty. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Inside give now from the shotgun. And the Horned Frogs are looking to keep this drive going.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
The Horned Frogs looking to keep this drive rolling. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. The receiver grabs it. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw. And the Horned Frogs come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the fourth quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Looking for the wideout. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Boy, it's another incompletion. Just something's missing with this offense. Cannot quite get into sync. And now we got another fourth down for this quarterback.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And the Horned Frogs will have 1st and 10 here. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Looks to the left. Pass caught. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Throwing off play action. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, Chris, the struggles continue for this quarterback in this offense, just not quite able to find the rhythm. Now we got a 4th down. You're down multiple scores, and the time is really becoming a factor.
DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Trying for a fourth down completion. Tries the right with a quick throw. He makes the grab. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Christian.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Lining up to try the extra point. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Raiders offense is back out on the field now. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Back to throw. It's Jennings. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Defense has tight coverage there. I think they really disrupted things and affected the vision of this tight end on that slant. Looked like a big gain, but just dropped the ball.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Way too much speed in that play. That's just been unstoppable today. The quarterback finds his favorite receiver for yet another touchdown.
And that is another touchdown for this guy. And what's been very unique is they've moved him around. He's the left, on the right, outside, inside. Also ability to get downfield and make a catch. He can catch it underneath. Just a total package, having a dream game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. TCU offense takes the field. On first down, it's play action. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So it's third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. The pocket breaking down. Oh, the pass is picked off. He could go inside the 40. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Well, that interception interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. This has been a dominant performance so far, of double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. They bring him down after a short gain there. Second down after that previous play. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock. Instead, throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. They're going to run it. And he will be stuffed for no gain. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss, second down and 11. Looking to pass here on second down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Fires it to the wideout. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Returner tackled right there. That's where they start the drive. Here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. Working clock with the ground game. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's got the first and still going. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Dropping back. It's Jennings. Quick throw to his receiver. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players. Get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
Grab by the receiver.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to three receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Grab down the middle. It's Joyner. They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now. The Red Raiders come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a timeout taken now by the defense. 15 seconds to play.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back. Looking to throw for it on third down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit.
Number 48 on the field goal.
And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Dropping back, it's Lagway. And that's it. The game will end on one last incompletion. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here